when the enemy wears a friendly face. Have you ever met someone who entered your life with kindness, yet left behind confusion, emotional fatigue, and a gnawing sense of doubt? Someone who never raised their voice or made direct threats, but slowly chipped away at your peace, your confidence, and your clarity. In today's world, enemies don't come dressed in armor or snarling with rage. They come smiling. They speak softly. They offer help, give compliments, and seem to care until one day you realize you don't recognize yourself anymore. They don't break you with force. They unravel you with charm. At first, everything feels normal. They say things like, "I'm only telling you this because I care," or "I want the best for you." But over time, you notice that after every conversation, you feel smaller, weaker, more uncertain. This is the most dangerous kind of enemy, the one who poses as a friend. They don't push you away. They pull you close, wrap their arms around you, and make sure you rely on them for emotional survival. But what they truly want is control. As a student of Stoic philosophy, I've come to understand that peace doesn't just come from the absence of chaos, it comes from clarity. And clarity begins by seeing people for who they truly are, not who they pretend to be. Let me ask you, is there someone in your life who drains you more than they uplift you? Someone who, when absent, brings a strange sense of relief? Someone who chips away at your confidence and calls it honesty? If so, then you're not alone, and more importantly, you're not powerless. The journey ahead will help you identify these people, these subtle manipulators and invisible burdens. And once you recognize the pattern, you'll reclaim something precious, your inner stillness. If you find value in what you hear, subscribe to The Silent Thinker. We're building a space for people who don't just want to escape noise, they want to understand it. They want to rise above it. This isn't about blame, it's about awareness. It's not about anger, it's about freedom. So take a breath, listen closely. This might just be the beginning of your return to yourself. Part 2. The Chaos Architect. When every room turns into a battlefield, there are people in life who seem to carry a storm within them, and somehow, wherever they go, the storm follows, not with shouting or fists, but with subtle words, misplaced laughter, and perfectly timed remarks. One moment, everything is fine. The next, you're caught in conflict, and they're standing on the sidelines, hands clean. The Stoics taught that external events are neither good nor bad. It's our interpretation that shapes them. But what happens when someone deliberately distorts your perception? When they turn peace into tension and harmony into confusion? This person, let's call them the Chaos Architect, doesn't create conflict by accident. They manufacture it with the precision of a craftsman. They know exactly what to say, when to say it, and who to say it to. And when the flames rise, they step back and act surprised. "Oh no, I didn't mean it that way. I was just joking. I think you're being too sensitive." But deep down, you know it's not coincidence, it's a pattern. They inject just enough poison to fracture a room. A family dinner becomes a silent war. A team meeting turns into mistrust. And somehow, it always happens when they're around. The Stoics remind us to be calm in the face of disturbance, but they also remind us to be vigilant, because not every fire deserves our time, and not every voice deserves our energy. If someone constantly triggers disputes and always finds a way to play innocent, you must ask, are they seeking truth or just stirring dust so no one sees clearly? Here's the deeper danger. when you're always putting out fires. You lose the energy to build anything meaningful. You stop growing because you're stuck surviving. You stop reflecting because you're too busy reacting. And that's exactly what they want. True enemies don't always show up to fight. Sometimes they just make sure you're too exhausted to move forward. So, take inventory. Is there someone in your life who leaves a trail of broken trust and unresolved tension? Do peaceful moments crumble when they arrive? Does your body tighten at the sound of their voice, even before a word is spoken? This isn't paranoia, it's perception. And perception, as the Stoics knew, is the first step toward freedom. Don't allow someone else's storm to flood the temple of your mind. Guard your peace like you would guard your soul, because in the end, they are one and the same. Part 3. The Isolation Game. When love slowly turns into a cage, the most dangerous form of control doesn't come with force. It comes with affection. There are people who don't push you into solitude. They gently guide you there, step by step, not with shouting or threats, but with subtle comments and quiet doubts. Your friend doesn't really support you. Your family just doesn't get it. They're jealous of us. At first, it feels like love, like someone finally sees you, protects you, chooses you above all else. But slowly, your world begins to shrink. You skip a gathering. You stop returning calls. You begin to believe that only this one person truly understands you. The Stoics held community in high regard. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that we were made for one another for cooperation, not isolation. A healthy bond uplifts, expands, and strengthens. It never demands that you burn bridges to prove loyalty. But the one who isolates you, they don't ask you to destroy others. They simply ask that you choose them again and again until you forget you had a choice. This is not love, it's possession. And when love becomes ownership, freedom dies in silence. The most tragic part is how the isolation is disguised as care. I just worry about you. You're better off without them. I'm all you need. The Stoic mind sees through illusion. It understands that manipulation often hides beneath the mask of protection. True love never seeks to monopolize your reality. It encourages perspective, welcomes community, and respects the individual's soul. So ask yourself, do you feel more alone since you met them? Have your other relationships quietly withered away? Are you afraid of how they'll react when you talk to someone else? If the answer is yes, then you are not in a relationship. You're in a prison without bars. And the key isn't hidden. It's the courage to trust your inner compass, the one that whispers, "This isn't how it's supposed to feel." Don't let anyone become your only source of reality. Don't give someone so much power that they can cut you off from every other light in your life. We were born to walk among others, not beneath them, and no one, not even someone who claims to love you, should ever make you smaller just to keep you close. Part 4. The Energy Thief. When your kindness becomes a resource to exploit, there's a quiet fatigue that creeps in, not from labor, not from sleepless nights, but from giving and giving and giving without ever receiving. You know the person. They always need something, a favor, a ride, a loan, a long conversation that leaves you drained and hollow. They call it friendship. They call it love. But what it really is extraction. The Stoics believed that our energy, our attention, our time is among the most sacred possessions we have. Epictetus warned us not to hand our peace to others like coins thrown to the street. Yet some people seem almost designed to take from you everything that is vital and return nothing but guilt for ever saying no. These people aren't just exhausting, they are strategic. They don't just ask for help once, they build a pattern, a rhythm of emergencies that always arrive at the worst moment, right before your job interview, the day of your exam, moments when you need your full energy for your own life. And just like that, your purpose is delayed, your rest is disturbed, your vision grows cloudy under the weight of someone else's chaos. But here's the uncomfortable truth. They saw your kindness. They knew you wouldn't walk away. They knew that your heart, wide open, would not let someone suffer. And so they stayed longer than they should have and took more than they ever should have. The Stoic answer is not cruelty, it's clarity. Ask yourself, do they ever give without expecting something back? Do they help you grow? Or do they only take when you're at your strongest? Do you feel guilty for having boundaries? Real friendship is reciprocal. Real love respects your limits. But manipulation, it wraps itself in crisis and feeds on your compassion. And when your soul is worn thin, when your goals are dusty in the corner, when your light begins to dim, the Stoic within you must rise and say, enough. You were not born to be a bottomless well for someone else's needs. You were not put here to be depleted so someone else could thrive on your sacrifice. Guard your energy, protect your purpose, and remember, generosity without wisdom is not virtue. It's vulnerability waiting to be used. Part 5. The Faith Underminer. When doubt masquerades as intelligence. Some of the most harmful people you'll ever meet won't attack you outright. They'll simply ask questions, carefully crafted ones. Do you really believe that? Isn't that a bit outdated? Do you honestly think any of this makes a difference? They won't call you foolish. They'll call you open-minded. They won't mock your values. They'll invite you to think critically and slowly, quietly, piece by piece. They unravel the thread that once kept you centered. The Stoics placed enormous value on internal structure, on living with principle, with reason, and with personal discipline. They knew that without something anchoring you, the world's storms will carry you wherever they please. But these faith underminers don't just challenge your beliefs, they aim to sever you from them entirely. Not because they care about truth, but because your stability threatens their control. They'll present themselves as enlightened above morality, above conviction, and they'll say they're just encouraging freedom. But freedom without direction is just drifting. And drifting, my friend, is the surest way to get lost. They may ridicule your spiritual practices, dismiss your moments of clarity, laugh at your attempts to live by principle. And if you're not careful, you'll start laughing with them, at yourself. But there's a line. Healthy discussion sharpens the mind. Toxic doubt corrodes the soul. So ask yourself, do I feel more grounded or more confused after talking with them? Do I grow stronger in silence or weaker in their presence? Do I walk away clearer about who I am or clouded by shame for even trying to live by values? The Stoics weren't afraid of questioning, but they were deeply aware of intent. A good question expands, a destructive one erodes. And the person who constantly chips away at your beliefs, not to build but to scatter, may not be a guide at all. They may be a thief, trying to steal your alignment, so you'll be as lost as they are. Protect your faith, whatever form it takes. Protect the stillness you've built inside, because when you lose your spiritual center, you don't just lose direction. You lose the compass that helps you say no when you should, and yes, when it matters most. Part 6. The Weaponized Mirror. When your insecurities become someone else's leverage, think of your greatest insecurity something private, something raw. Now imagine someone in your life who seems to know it and uses it. They don't scream, they don't accuse, they just press gently on the wound again and again until you forget what it feels like to be whole. This is the most insidious manipulation of all. It begins with intimacy. They create a space where you feel safe, seen, even cherished. And in that sacred space, you open up. You tell them where it hurts, and they remember. The Stoics taught that self-awareness is strength, but when that awareness is handed to someone unworthy, it becomes a weapon in their hands. Your honesty becomes their ammunition. They don't need to invent flaws. They only need to echo the ones you already believe. Maybe you're just too much. No one else would put up with this. You always do this. You always ruin things. These phrases don't arrive in anger. They come disguised as truth. They tell you it's feedback. They say it's for your own good, but your soul knows the difference. Real truth liberates. This kind of truth enslaves. Ask yourself, do I feel small around this person, even when I'm doing well? Do they bring up my past when it no longer belongs in the present? Do they seem to know exactly what to say to shatter my confidence? That's not coincidence, that's calculation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The opinion of someone else has power only if you allow it to. But here's the catch. When someone knows what you fear about yourself, their opinion isn't just noise. It feels like confirmation. And that is the prison. You start second-guessing every word. You lose your voice, not because it was taken, but because it was drowned by doubt. The one who truly loves you will hold your insecurities with care. They'll help you face them, not use them to keep you stuck. But the one who wants control, they'll keep you exactly where you are fragile, hesitant, dependent. The Stoic response is not to shut down. It is to see clearly, to reclaim your narrative, to remind yourself, I am more than my fears. I am not my worst moments, and no one has the right to use my honesty against me. So if you find yourself shrinking in someone's presence, step back. If you feel like your soul has become a negotiation, walk away. You were not made to live in self-doubt. You were not meant to be molded by someone else's insecurity. You were built for clarity, for resilience, for stillness in the storm. And no one, no matter how close, should have the power to convince you otherwise. Conclusion: the silent armor of awareness. If you've made it to the end of this reflection, then perhaps something inside you is already shifting. Maybe you've recognized someone in these patterns. Maybe you've seen yourself caught in the quiet erosion of peace, purpose, and self-trust. Or maybe, just maybe, you've remembered a truth you had forgotten, that your stillness is sacred, that your energy is finite, and that not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. The 5 signs we've explored aren't just red flags. They're roadmaps pointing to where boundaries must be drawn, where discernment must be sharpened, and where the soul must be shielded with quiet resolve. Let's recall them, not in fear, but with clarity. 1. The chaos architect, who thrives on conflict and leaves peace in ruins. 2. The isolationist, who disconnects you from your support under the guise of love. 3. The energy thief, who drains your strength while demanding more. 4. The faith underminer, who plants doubt where conviction once stood. 5. The mirror manipulator, who turns your insecurities into their instruments of control. These are not fictional figures. They are very real. They live in our homes, our offices, our friend groups, and sometimes even in our own reflections. But awareness is armor, and awareness, the Stoics taught, is the beginning of all wisdom. You don't need to fight them. You don't need to confront them with rage. You only need to see clearly, step back, and stay steady. The moment you stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you, the moment you stop offering your peace to those who cannot hold it with care, that's the moment you begin to reclaim your life. So if you found resonance in this message, if a part of you whispered, "Yes, that's it," then I invite you to stay with us. Subscribe to The Silent Thinker. Here, we reflect not to escape life, but to face it. We don't yell. We don't preach. We sit with truth until it no longer shakes us. And if you feel compelled, share your story in the comments, not for validation, but for the one soul out there who needs to know they're not alone. Your voice may be the light they've been searching for. In the end, remember this: not everyone is sent into your life to help you, but everyone is sent to teach you. And the greatest lesson of all is learning to walk away quietly when your peace is no longer welcome. Stay steady, stay clear, and above all, stay free. The Silent Thinker.